I think folks are really starting to realize that what you do does have an impact on the environment. And I wouldn't have said that 3 years ago or even 2 years ago. But I think that's becoming reality. That there's something different that's taking place, and everything points towards what we do as a society and what we send up into the atmosphere. So I think in general that's kind of floating at the top.
As a student, I made a lot of observations about how we weren't as sustainable as I thought we should be as an institution of higher education. At that time, and this was about 5 or 6 years ago, there wasn't comprehensive recycling on campus. There weren't strategies for energy conservation or water conservation. Those things just were not happening. And so over the past 5 years, even before I started as sustainability coordinator, we've been making improvements in all kinds of areas. Now, everywhere you look, there's an opportunity to recycle, and you can recycle almost anything. We're single stream. We're collecting rainwater for irrigation. We're installing gardens that are very low maintenance and native species. Students were very concerned about using coal, to the point that they felt they needed to take some action and came to us saying, we want to take some action. We're not happy about the fact that we burn coal at WKU, and we want to do something about it. And so we worked with students and said, look, we don't like it either. There is an alternative. We can move to natural gas. It'll be cleaner. It'll be better. It's not the best, but it's better than coal.
Coal boilers are inherently inefficient. They actually operate only at about 65% efficiency. The natural gas boilers that we put in are actually running in the mid to high 80s. So that alone, much more efficient, but the gas is much cleaner than coal. Even though we're here in Kentucky, and I've got the history to prove it, this coal burning plant has been here in continuous use for 87 years. And this last heating season was the first season the campus was heated with no coal at all.
It is very energy intensive to cool our buildings. It takes a lot more energy to cool our buildings than it does to heat them. And so our electricity use spikes in the summertime when we're cooling all these buildings. And so we're trying really hard to do what's called consolidated or smart scheduling, where we just schedule all of our classes into fewer buildings. That's been a challenge. It seems kind of like a no-brainer, really easy thing to do, but it's been immensely challenging because it's a culture shift. It's a behavior change that we're asking from faculty. They don't necessarily want to teach in a building where their office isn't located, where their resources aren't located.
The students seem to understand it more than faculty. Faculty is still trying to come to grips with the reality, I guess, that the world is subject to change, and we try very hard to stay on the leading edge of that.